Hello and welcome to the 6 out of 7 podcast. My name is Calum and I'm joined by
Jake
and
Liam.
Nailed it. Look at that.
That was good.
That was like we did it in one go. Episode 19. We're doing films from a year. The reason you're hearing my voice rather than Liam's is Liam thinks his podcast's not going to go well. It's my idea. Films from a year. What an interesting concept. Don't think it's been done before.
I like it.
Do you like
It's
it?
okay.
It's okay.
I don't.
I've got a good year.
I think if I had a better year, I'd be happier to do this.
Yeah.
It's a weird concept.
Is it?
Yeah.
Films from a year?
No.
I don't think it's that
Wacky
weird.
Callum.
I don't
Being
know.
wacky.
For lack of a better option. Like, what you guys did franchises before.
Anyway, Jake's here.
Jake's
Jake.
here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Jake
yeah.
the Snake Roberts. He's back. We tried to do an episode before with Jake. It was poor.
It was chaos, yeah.
Promote yourself for the next
Promote
90
myself.
seconds.
Alright. I'm Jake. I paint. I make funny little videos and I put them on YouTube on my channel, which is called Sofa Mug, which is just sofa and mug, like the household.
It will be in the description for those
Yeah.
that
The
wanna see it.
furniture things. Yeah, I just make them. You don't have to watch them.
They're great.
Yeah.
Don't sell yourself short.
I think
No,
it's weird that we're doing that at the start. Maybe at the end of it, and they've got a sense of who Jake is. I want to
Yeah.
see more of Jake. Then Sofa Mug would come in. But
We can do it again.
we
yeah.
can we can promote you at the end, like
I think
we did.
so. I think that's what we've
previous.
done with Curtis, yeah.
Good idea. Good idea.
Curtis was like, I've got my own website, curtisrandall.com or whatever. It's just a dead link. He's not been paying his bills.
Well done.
There's nothing
He's not
there.
been paying the domain.
No.
Curtis, sort it out, mate.
Yeah,
Jesus.
man. How much is a domain? Like £7 a year?
Did
You
spell
skipped
it
or
right?
something?
Yeah, I did.
Alright.
I did.
You looked him up.
Yes.
Good.
Well, I had to because I do the work.
But the parent stuff was quite good. I like the rings. His parents who make stuff.
Yeah, they're great.
The rings were cool. I didn't look at the mum one, but anyway, they're worth looking at. I'm sure. So the years, right? I don't know how we're going to do this because I'm leading this and I don't know how to do leading. But I think we will do a film each. You're from 1991 because
Yeah.
you're slightly older. I'm from 1992.
Why are you saying? What's that got to do with anything?
You've thought
wise,
I'd mention
wise.
it.
mean? I'm
Wisdom.
not.
Wisdom.
No,
You provide.
I don't like it.
You provide a different look. You're a different generation.
Yeah.
You're like Generation Z or something because you're 1995. You're like you have never lived in a time without the internet.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, see,
Kind of.
I remember the
Probably.
internet coming in. To
I
our
remember
house.
getting dial-up.
Yeah.
Like, are we doing this on a podcast?
Yeah,
Is
you're
that
so
what we're
old.
talking about?
AOL.
No, let's do I briefly discuss
What,
Dark
fi-
Phoenix?
Oh, we could talk about films.
Wasn't
yeah.
very good.
Wasn't very good.
Let's move on.
Yeah, I'm glad that's it done now. They're not doing it anymore. That's definitely like Professor X is
It was
retired.
such like a wet fart of an end though, wasn't it? That's something you say I've picked up from you.
Wet fart.
It's just, there's nothing to it. It's like eating a Rustler burger.
A Rustler burger.
You know?
Very calorific.
Yeah.
What's a Rustler burger?
Are you kidding?
I don't know what that is.
It's like a microwavable burger. It's terrible. I tried to buy one yesterday and Calum talked me out of it.
I'm just looking out for your health, mate.
Yeah. He says if
Sorry.
you're doing 5Ks,
Yeah.
don't eat a Rustler burger.
I just think
Yeah.
that's sort of contrary to their contrary goals. Like,
get you.
eat fatty food and then exercise a lot. You're just gonna.
Yeah, you're not a fan of Rustler burgers, I'm assuming.
I've never had one.
Never heard
You're a
of them.
vegetarian?
No, well, I don't
Kind
eat
of.
much meat.
Eat a fish.
I eat fish sometimes. I eat meat sometimes, but just not very often.
I feel like I need to wrangle this podcast into something.
This is what it's going to be.
What
This is
about-
what happens
Yeah.
when you pick the topic.
Hey, what? We haven't even started the bloody topic.
Chernobyl. Talk about
Chernobyl.
Chernobyl. You're a
We're
big
about to talk
fan.
about Chernobyl.
I
yeah.
enjoy, like everyone is now, banging on about it. It's done. It's good.
It's good.
I loved it. It was very upsetting. I cried.
The lead in it, the guy, what's he in?
He's in Mad Men.
That's what Steph said. He's in. He's like
And
one
other
of these
things.
guys you know his face. Pretty sure he's in Anchorman 2.
Yeah, that well-known role.
I haven't seen that. Actually.
It's pretty terrible.
You've not seen Anchorman 2?
No, I've seen.
Have you seen
Anchorman
Anchorman?
1.
I've seen Anchorman 2. Will Smith's in it.
Isn't everyone
Yes, he is.
in it?
Lots of people are in it.
Harrison Ford's in it.
This podcast is not about Anchorman 2. It's about Chernobyl, apparently.
Chernobyl, really good.
Really good.
I recommend it.
You were
Yeah.
sad. You'd recommend it.
It's
Why?
upsetting.
It's upsetting. It's emotional.
Intense.
5 episodes.
Yes.
And there's a complimentary podcast.
There's a podcast. A podcast,
We
yeah.
should call it that. A compass.
The Chernobyl Compast. Yeah, which I like. I like the fact that creative people you can have the writer and you hear them talk about it. I think that's like sort of behind the curtain.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm more interested now that I know that I can like watch the episode and be like, oh, what do they think? Rather than those like thrown casts. You know, have you ever watched that? Or like The Walking Dead, The Talking Dead, they get some personality to be like, I fucking love this show. I'm going to talk about it.
But did they not get the actors
cast
as well to be like... I hated my death scene in it, because that's what happened in Game of Thrones.
Really?
Have you seen the one with Varys?
Yeah.
Where he like reads it and he like throws the script away.
No.
Such a little bitch.
Oh, okay.
Just be happy.
He's not really cool.
Just be happy.
Just be happy. You're a millionaire.
Yeah, just be happy. Anyway.
Are you off to psychiatry?
What's embarrassing?
Just be happy.
Let's move on.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's get on topic.
Let's get on topic. We're doing films from a year, right? I didn't have. I'm not full of ideas about podcasts. I'm not really. It's not clear to everyone.
You pushed this one though.
I keep trying to say it because it's the only idea that's occurred to me so far, and I think there's legs in it. I think it's got legs. Films from a year. Take us back, Liam, to the early 90s.
What? I don't like this at all.
Distant past.
We're literally a year apart.
Yeah.
What-
What month?
February.
February. So what does that make you? Like a Sagittarius? No.
What
Doesn't
day?
matter.
What day?
Doesn't matter.
It does matter a little
What
bit.
day?
I'm a Pisces.
You're a
I'm a
Pisces.
Pisces.
You're a
Two
fish boy.
fish.
You're a
Me
fish boy.
too.
You're one fish, I'm the other one.
Yeah.
Hanging
Attached
out.
by a cord.
What does that mean? Who are you compatible with?
I don't know.
Me.
You're Pisces.
That's it.
I
Naturally
don't know.
compatible.
Fish.
You're compatible with fish. I'm talking about anyway.
It means nothing.
It means
literally
nothing. Astrology
Um,
nonsense.
I've got. What do you want to do then, Best?
So we could talk about. I thought we could do this a number of ways, right?
You should have explained this before. Calum.
I mean, I'm doing it now. I'm explaining it now. Films from a year. You looked at the list of all the films that came out that year, and then some of them were like, oh, they've occurred to you. I've seen that film. Perhaps you might have seen a film from that year.
Yeah.
And it might have struck you as interesting that it came out in that time while you were just early in the world. Or there could have been films that won awards that you think didn't deserve that award. Or something would have struck you, surely. Loads of films came out in 1991. Actors might have started acting.
Yeah, I've got that.
Yeah, there are things to say, Liam.
So-
Don't pretend like this is nothing.
Do you want me to start off with like what I think is the best?
Why not?
Okay.
Do it.
Probably there's like 4 that I picked out that are like I would say are like
Excellent.
not landmark films, but like because a lot of it is just
He was
crap.
so disappointed with his year.
No, but a lot of it is just like films I've never heard of.
Jake likes this podcast, don't you, Jake?
Yeah.
Let's see how it goes.
What this topic?
Yeah.
Talk
Yeah,
about it.
I
You've got
I do as
the
well.
What have you
king
written?
of
I know.
the-
That's it. Yeah, it's got right. So Terminator 2 came out in 1991.
Oh my
Probably
God, the
one of my
best
favourite films.
The best
It's-
Terminator film.
It's a flawless action film, I would say, from start to finish. It's very, very good. Apart from that, I was saying for the year. Right, well, I'll just go through my best ones.
Keep going,
Go
man.
for it.
Right,
Just tell me what you
because
think.
I don't just want to keep like.
What do you think about Terminator 2?
I think it's bloody mint.
When
innit?
did you first watch it? What are your thoughts,
It was
Jake?
when I was a kid. I need to rewatch it. I remember when I watched Terminator 1.
Yeah.
I was like 2. And
You were 2 years
my
old?
dad was looking after me, and clearly
It's great
he
parenting.
thought, he's not going to remember this. I'll just put Terminator on and watch that. And I remember it. And that's the only time I've ever seen Terminator 1.
Yeah,
and I remember there's a bit where there's like the skeletal things dragging itself through the
Yeah,
power
yeah.
plant bit. And so that was just traumatic.
You're terminated, motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's classic.
Terminator
Crushes
2.
Yeah.
Probably watched that when I was 6 or something. Yeah, it was great.
It's far too young to be watching Terminator
I
films.
loved it.
I remember watching Terminator and the bit where he takes out his eye.
Yeah.
And the
The
wee room.
animatronic.
I ran behind my couch to like hide because
Yeah.
I was so scared.
Yeah. It's
So-
a scary bit.
I think you're fine. Kids are desensitized now. You can literally see. Do you ever go on Facebook and there's like a video
Yeah.
and then it goes on to the next video and it's just people fighting.
What?
Yeah, like because that's just like what it thinks you want to watch next.
People
It can be
fighting.
like it's like a newsroom like blooper. Someone swears on live news and it goes on to like 2 people in America fighting and like a Denny's.
Right.
It's weird, man.
I think that might just be you. I think
love
that
it.
might just be you.
That hasn't happened to me yet.
Yeah.
Just wait, guys. It'll happen.
Okay, and that ties to Terminator because kids are desensitized and like they're on YouTube and they watch people fighting Dennis.
Right.
You just want this podcast
I just
to go everywhere.
remember, like, I remember watching Alien. Like, my mum used to sit on the couch, like, with her wee legs, like a wee basket, and I used to sit in it.
Yeah.
And I remember watching Alien and being like, oh my god, I'm freaked out, like, as a small child. I don't think you really get that anymore.
Hold on,
Right.
you sat in a basket?
My mum, like, I can't do it because we're all on the couch.
Yeah,
She had
we're
her
all
legs
sitting on
up,
a couch. It's really
like,
nice.
in, like, a wee V,
Right.
and I would sit in the V.
Oh, okay, that's
Sounds
nice.
weird.
Well,
But
that
you
sounds,
know what I
like,
mean?
Protective.
Yeah,
picture
but I
that
was
audience.
watching Alien, being freaked out as a toddler.
As a toddler.
I got scared when I was 18 watching Alien. That was the first time. I was on the train.
It's a great
You're
film.
watching a film on a train?
Yeah.
Are you one of these people?
On their phone?
No, it was on my laptop and I had headphones. I know it's not the prime place to watch it.
It's not what Ridley's
on a
got
train.
intended.
No, it's
yeah.
not. No, but it was still great.
This will be great on a train.
This is a film I want everyone to watch travelling from Glasgow to London.
Yeah.
But
Ridley Scott done Thelma and Louise, which also came out in 1991.
look at this.
I've
These are things you
segued
didn't
in.
know. This is things you didn't know.
This
Thelma and
is
Louise.
why we got 50 listeners a week. This is what we
Flawless.
listened for.
Flawless.
So yeah, he made that, which is weird as well, because that's like the first feminist film.
Right.
Which, what?
According to who?
Wikipedia.
Well, we all know what Wikipedia thinks about everything. Anyone can
what
say
does it
anything on
think?
Wikipedia. Anyone can say anything.
That's true, yeah.
I think someone would counter that heftily. I hope that you're in there. One true listener,
You're listening.
you're
Yeah,
listening.
there's
and
going to be loads of feminist films before 91.
I tell you, we're three guys. I don't know
We don't
whether
have
we're
the
the authority
authority
to say that. And I don't think Wikipedia has the authority either.
Right, well, also The
What's your
Commitments
favourite
came out.
bit? Oh, The Commitments. What about The Commitments?
It's a great film.
Great film.
I really like The Commitments. It feels like, I think that feels like it came out before. It's got such a gritty feel to it.
And I didn't make it into our soundtracks episode. Should have done.
It's great.
Should have made it into our
Dark
sound.
Side of the Street.
Yeah.
Classic. Also, I want to talk about the budget of The Commitments.
Do it.
Because it cost between 12 and 15 million
To make The Commitments.
What the fuck?
What?
Where did all that money go? When Thelma and Louise cost 16.5. And there's a big explosion.
That makes sense, yeah. There's a helicopter and there's a gun.
And there's actresses that you know.
Yeah.
Where did all the...
I don't know. I didn't make it.
Jake, where did they go?
I don't know. I couldn't tell if you meant that was a lot or not a lot.
That's
'Cause
a lot
These days,
for-
it's not.
Obviously, but to look at The
might be
Commitments, it should have cost
It's
like
just,
$1 million.
yeah, it's just a film about these guys making a band.
Have you seen The Commitments?
I haven't,
It's
no.
fucking great, man.
Really
It's
good
really
film. You
good.
should watch it.
Yeah.
Recommend 1991. Good year for film.
Yeah, it's like these Irish people that like start a band, a soul band,
Okay.
and obviously that's not really
Done.
something
No.
that would happen.
That's
it's,
why they needed all the money.
it's great.
Sorry.
Beauty and the Beast also came out, which is probably one of my favourite Disney films.
Oh.
Great songs, great animation, just all round good film. But I'm running out because like these
Right,
are the four I picked.
We're going to jump to 1995 now.
Oh,
Why not
1991
go
to
1992?
Because I'm leading the podcast.
Okay. Yeah,
We're
fair
going
enough.
from 92 to
All right.
95. What struck you? The year
We're going-
1995? I can't even really remember. I was 3 years old. You were 4. You were old.
Okay.
I mean, I
Okay.
remember it well.
You remember it well. What
Yeah.
happened?
What we got?
So, there's a couple of films that are some of my favourite films, and I didn't even know they came out in 95.
See, we're learning.
We've got...
Isn't this a good podcast?
This is one that maybe people might disagree with. Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls. The second one. The second one, which I think is better than the first one.
Is the second one the one with the dolphin?
No, that's the first one.
What's the second one?
Second one's
when
in
he
the
goes
jungle.
and he gets speared in the knee.
Yeah!
Took a spear to the knee.
Bloody love it. I love it. And he's in the
They're
rhino.
doing the
He's
like
in-
the motion.
He's in the
Oh
rhino.
man, that's one of your favourite films.
I love it. I love it very much.
Yeah, stand by that.
Alright, we've got Heat.
Okay.
It's well good That's actually probably, I think, an even better action film than Terminator 2.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
I like Val Kilmer's ponytail.
Yeah?
It's worth it.
Worth it. We'll sit on that for a bit. Yeah.
Is your answer still no then?
Yeah, I think it's
Despite
I think it's
Val Kilmer's
overrated.
quality.
You seen Heat?
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
it's overrated.
Fair enough. I don't think it's like lauded in the
It is.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't even know.
Bang on about it.
Yeah, look at Jake.
I'm
Jake brought
banging
it
on
up.
about
He
it.
is banging on
Didn't
about
even
it.
come out.
But he
I love
also
it.
likes Ace Ventura, so like I'm
I
not.
love Ace Ventura, yeah.
There's a is it the one where he's in there's a bit where he's in the tent and the woman is like the princess and she's found
I
out.
think so,
Yeah,
Yeah, and then he runs out
Right.
because he's done the business.
Yeah, that's pretty...
Well, it's
Pretty
not going to
good.
be the first one, is
That's
it?
pretty sketchy, actually.
That was a bit. I remember even as a boy, a young man, thinking that's odd. But Heat, yeah, okay. Val Kilmer, I like it.
It's like 3
fun.
hours.
Yeah.
It's long. It is
pretty
long.
cool, though.
There's
I
that
love it.
diner scene, and
Yeah.
people go to that diner and like take photos at the
Oh, do
table.
they?
Yeah.
That's pretty... Of course they do. That's kind of boring. Why would you? It's a diner. You could go to any diner and take a photo.
Because
It'd
it's-
probably look like it.
Pacino and De Niro and
Yeah. The powerhouses of the set.
exactly, yeah. So if you can go and sit at a table where they sat, like he's doing his Pacino face.
I didn't even mean to. No, it's the De Niro.
Sorry.
We should be recording this video. Look at that.
It's pretty good. It's actually pretty good.
It's just a face that I pull.
Looks
And it
like you're a bit
It's a
uncomfortable.
goblin
like-
face.
It is one of the goblin
We'll talk
faces.
about goblins later.
Alright.
What else came out?
What else? Before Sunrise. I love that film.
Don't know what that is.
It's by Richard Linklater, who made Boyhood and School of Rock.
Yeah.
He done School of Rock?
He did School of Rock.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
That's
It's Richard Linklater.
No, he didn't.
He did.
I'm
We
looking
need
this
to
up.
fact check. He's going to bring his phone out.
I've fact checked
So
this many
what-
times.
what-
No,
what
he
happened?
done. It's the guy. It's Mike White, is it not? That
No,
done
it's
School of
Richard
Rock.
Linklater.
I'm on the gram.
Well, he directed
I've got
it anyway.
notifications on the gram.
Stop it, guys. This
All
podcast
right.
is spiraling out.
We're gonna fact-
you do
you can
your
look
fact
it up.
checking
No,
and you
look
talk
it
about
up.
Before
Okay, look it
Sunrise.
up.
Before Sunrise.
Before Sunrise.
What's it about?
Beautiful film. It's
Tell me, Jake.
Ethan Hawke and
Love Ethan Hawke.
Julie Delphi. No, I don't know. I've forgotten the name.
But briefly sell it to me.
So it's two young people. They meet on a train in some country. I forget. Did they go to Vienna? I don't know.
Yeah.
And they hit it off, and then Ethan Hawke's like, "Here, let's get off the train and just wander around here for a night."
Uh-huh.
And she's like, "All right." So they wander around and they just have a nice time, and it's great.
Oh.
That sounds
it's-
fucking dreadful.
No, it's really good.
Sounds
and then
like Boyhood.
There was the sequel before.
Oh, it is. But it's written by Mike White, so who really won?
So
What was that noise?
I was surprised because Mike White, he's the guy, and
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Ned Schneebly
Ned Schneider.
in the film.
Is he?
Yeah,
I don't know.
like he puts himself. He done the one with Ben Stiller as well, the one that came out a couple of years ago, where he goes to the unis with all his son. Do you know what I'm talking about? No.
Did that
Anyway,
film come out in
sorry.
91, 92 or 95, Liam? Answer me that.
Zip your mouth.
Be
I'm
quiet.
sorry. It's
Right.
a podcast. I got bots.
There's one more great one. My favourite. Toy Story came out in 1995.
Cool.
Of course, we're waiting for that one.
Yeah.
Waiting for that one. Are we looking forward to Toy Story 4, chaps?
Not really.
I get a weird vibe from it. I
Yeah.
want to like it. I've seen the trailer several times now, and it's like every time I watch it, I really want to like it because it's Toy Story, but it doesn't feel like a Toy Story film. It feels like it's a script written for another film, and then they've just been like, "I'll just make a Toy Story."
Right.
You know what I mean?
I
You
think
know what I mean, guys?
I'm seeing the poster, right, and it's like,
Yeah.
you've changed, they've changed.
I've not
Which
changed.
is very ominous. I have changed
I've
from
changed.
1995.
I've
Excuse
not
me?
changed.
You're still the same
I'm
person.
still the same
When you
person.
watch Toy Story 1?
Yeah.
I think they mean from 3 as well. I don't
Yeah.
think they mean from 1.
Just generally, like those three films, like I think are perhaps even a headache, ball ache trilogy, and now we're doing a new trilogy.
What do you mean
Headache,
headache?
ball
What does
ache.
Because
that
I don't
mean?
know what a trilogy is. I'm still consumed by that confusion. I don't know
17
what a trilogy
episodes
is.
later.
17.
I'm still
I
confused.
still don't know, but I think Toy Story, that poster made me reconsider. And I think, oh right, so that we have the first three. I'm making a shape. First three, and now 4 is the start of. They've changed. It's different. We're doing different stories now.
You're Forky.
What do you mean, Forky?
Because he's like,
Oh, like is he like a
Isn't he a
suicidal toy?
spork?
yeah, but he's like sad.
He's like a depressed toy.
Yeah.
It's quite dark, isn't it? Imagine your toy.
Wait, he's trying to kill himself?
Yeah, he's like a suicidal
Yeah.
sport.
That's you.
Shut up. Why would you say
You're
that
Forky.
on my podcast?
I don't like this. I have no ownership. I need to
You
insult
feel-
the host.
Yeah, that's rough, man. Why
Cause
would
I
you say
see-
that? I think you're like the Key and Peele, like the big purple bunny.
Don't get the reference.
But you know,
Do you get the reference, Jake?
I know
new-
Key and Peele,
it's-
but I don't know the
It's
purple
Key and
bunny.
Peele, right? And they're the voices of the little duck and the big bunny in the Toy Story 4.
Oh, right,
are
okay.
they?
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm trying to give you a compliment.
don't fat shame me on my podcast.
It's a little toy. It's like barely.
I like that bit when they're like, oh, we should do the old
Oh, yeah,
Plush
yeah,
Rush
yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And Buzz is like, well, we're not doing that.
That was funny.
Funny.
That made me laugh.
That's the only part of the trailer that I really
It might be really
laughed
good.
at.
But
Yeah, it
I
might
don't
just be a
want it.
terrible trailer.
I don't
Keanu
want it.
Reeves, he's
Yeah.
Duke Kaboom.
Mm.
So
I want to.
Voice.
The mic.
Great,
It's
I'm
not
sure
going to pick
that'll
that
pick
up. I'm sure the mic will. It absolutely, they'll pick that up. Your spikes are phenomenal, my dude. You need to keep
all
coming
my
on.
about
dude,
it's the
my
range.
dude.
it's Wednesday, my dude.
It's
What's
not.
your favourite Vine, Jake?
Don't do this. I'm trying to do a podcast here. Don't know what vines
I'm
are.
not sure.
Have you got many?
I mean, they don't come to mind.
He was born in 1995. Of course, he's got vines.
He's probably done them.
He's probably done it.
Did you do a Vine?
No, I never did. It's essentially what I do now, but
Yeah. We'll talk
accidentally.
about them at the end. They're great.
What about TikTok?
Oh,
Fuck it, we're just going into this. We're just doing
TikTok.
abandoning the podcast.
Fucking disgrace,
TikTok,
man.
you know what TikTok is? You've
Yeah,
heard of it.
it's bad.
It's like it's the Vine.
Jake's not got a TV.
No,
TikTok's
this
not
is
on
a
TV.
marvellous
Yeah.
TV.
Thank you. It doesn't belong to me.
That is a good
Do you
TV.
want to hear the story of how that TV was acquired? Probably
on.
not.
Let's do it quick.
So my mate Carwin, who lives here sometimes, hi Carwin, he went to get this from the East End. He was it was on Gumtree for like 100 quid or something. Goes along and there's a guy and he's got like one of those like scars, one of the scars. You know what I'm talking about? Like, one of
Yeah, the one that never goes away.
And Carwin approached, I'm here to buy a TV, this is the TV, there it is, all good. And the man, it's funnier if I could do a voice. Imagine like East End, like fucking hard as nails, right? Are you, and he goes, you're from the West End, aren't you? And Carwin's like, actually, I live on the South Side. And he was like, okay, but did you used to live in the West End? And he was like, yeah, I live in the West End. And he was like, I knew it.
Oh.
And Carwin was scared shit.
Yeah, I thought
Carwin's
you were
a big
I
guy.
thought he was going to mug him.
Didn't
or
mug him,
something.
no. Like, just took his 100
Just-
quid and no TV.
Was
No,
that horrible?
The TV's here. I wouldn't tell that story. I wouldn't put that story on the internet. Mind that time my mate got mugged for 100 quid. What a funny story.
I'm not
No.
sure the
Gumtrees.
location would matter for the mugging, would it?
What do you mean?
I don't know if muggers discriminate against where people are from.
I think Gumtree's like famous for that though. Like people are like, I've got a car for $2,000, and then people come with the money and they're just like, give me your money, or I
Right.
will murder you.
Right.
Scary, man. Facebook Marketplace as well seems like it's just like, someone was telling me a story. It was like they were selling a jacket and it was just this like Ned in a jacket, £30. It's like, that jacket doesn't exist. Like, you're not going to get that
It
jacket.
clearly does exist. It's in that photo.
Yeah.
92, let's take you back,
Are you
guys.
done?
Are you done?
I'm
I
done.
think
Well,
we're going to bounce
I'm
around.
done, yeah.
We're going to bounce about,
I'm
guys.
done.
Have you guys ever seen a film called Aladdin?
Yes.
I don't think I've actually
The remake.
watched it.
You've never watched the... You've never watched the
I've
original?
seen bits of it.
Jake, I don't know what this is with the franchise one as well. Jake was weird.
You've seen bits of film?
I've seen, just as a kid, it would be on TV.
What do you think Aladdin's about?
I know what it's about.
What's the story of... You think you know? What the story of Aladdin? Go.
Well, I sat through the new one in, like, listening to it.
You've watched... so what's it about?
Out of context, that sounds so weird.
You listened to it.
We understand what you mean, obviously.
I was
get
like,
you.
had my eyes closed.
But tell me the story of Aladdin. Go on.
All right.
What
Why
happened?
are you so aggressive? He's
This
just not seen Aladdin.
This young lad, he doesn't have much.
What's his name?
In his life. I don't know. Aladdin.
Yeah, right. I was like, come on, man.
The
Okay.
fact you asked through me, I thought
Oh,
it
right.
was
I
a
was
trick.
like it's a trick. He becomes Aladdin.
He
22 minutes.
he fancies the princess. She was in disguise,
She was in disguise.
Yeah, okay.
right?
Yeah.
Where are
And
we?
then he's like, "Where are we?
Yeah, what's the name of the town? City?
Isn't it like
What is it?
Agrabah?"
Yeah.
Agrabah.
Yeah.
Points.
Right.
He fancies a girl,
He
yeah.
sneaks in, visits princess.
Mm-hmm.
Vizier, he's not happy.
Mm-hmm.
He says, "Go get me
Vizier?
this."
The vizier,
The vizier.
Who's that?
The advisor
What's his
to
name?
the Sultan.
I forget his name.
Jafar.
Far, yeah.
Yeah.
He's the vizier, mate. That's
He's the
fine. That's
vizier.
totally
Is that what
awesome.
they're called?
That's
Right,
the
okay.
title.
I thought you were
Yeah.
saying that was his name.
No.
Like, incorrect.
He says, "Go get me this lamp."
Yeah.
He gets the lamp. He gets a genie. He wishes to be a prince so he can marry the princess.
Yeah.
And then she likes him for who he is, right?
Kind of.
Yeah, but it all works out.
Yeah.
It all works out.
They sing some songs.
Yeah,
That's a pretty accurate for someone who hasn't seen Aladdin.
I listened to the
He's
whole
listened
thing.
to that.
You've listened to the
Were
audio.
you
I listened to
listening?
the whole new one.
Right, the whole new one.
The new one's great.
Yeah.
Seriously.
The
Is it better
songs-
than the old one?
I enjoyed the songs.
It's not better than the old one because there's stuff that like there's the big cave in the one that's like find me out.
Yeah.
And it's just in the new one it's just like a cave for
Yeah.
some reason.
The
I don't know
tiger
why.
cave.
And the parrot doesn't talk. Seeing the original, like
That was a good comic relief character.
Yeah.
That's absent.
he was like, "What?"
Yeah, yeah. He's just.
You should
kind
watch
of-
Aladdin, man. The
No,
anime.
I've seen-
As an artist,
I've seen quite a lot of the bits with Genie, Robin Williams.
yeah, but
I've seen
like
all
even
that.
for like that's drawn.
He plays Jack Nicholson. He does a Jack Nicholson like
Yes.
impersonation
Yeah, I've seen
in this
that.
film for kids in 1992.
92. I remember
92.
watching that when
What a year.
I was unwell. I was watching it in the house, and I was literally like, "This stuff." His bit,
Yeah.
it's fucking a headache.
What?
But it's still a good film.
It's a good film. It's a great film.
It's just him like being
Highest
Robin
grossing
Williams.
of the year. Do you want to know the number? I wrote the number.
Oh my
down.
god,
504-080-219 dollars.
Nice.
sounds like a phone number.
It's no, that's 9 numbers. A phone number is more than that.
Is it 11?
Phone number's 11 numbers, Liam.
This podcast.
Pay attention.
Great content.
Pay attention. Also, 1992, Home Alone 2.
Oh.
Escape from New York. Ever seen it?
I think I have seen that.
See, he's not
when I was a
seen
kid.
Tell me about it. What's the story of Home
No,
Alone
I can't
2?
tell you the story.
No,
I don't-
so you have
is there a
to.
hotel bit?
Yeah.
There is a
There's
hotel.
a bit in a hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Tim Curry.
Tim Curry, the murderers escape. The potential murderers escape. And
No,
then
they're
after-
not murderers.
Mate, they would have totally killed that boy.
They're the
they
white
got his
bandits. They're bandits.
They would have killed
And then
him.
they're the sicky bandits in the second one.
Yeah. But they're
You don't get that.
they want to be murderers. They want to be murderers. Home Alone 2, guys, come on.
Home Alone 2 is great.
Thoughts? Home Alone 2.
I like Home Alone 2.
They should have stopped at 2.
My mum, always, any time we watch it at Christmas, my mum always tells the story how my brother seen it and know how the Talk Boy, the thing he records everything on, like they got my brother one of them and it was like shit. And it doesn't, because in the film,
It's a lot of
he
product
literally
placement for that thing.
he records himself and then he makes a phone call with it and he slows it down to pretend that he's his
The older
father.
man, yeah.
It's good. You should watch Home Alone 2, man.
Yeah.
So, Escape from... What do you think the film's about, given that title and that
Escape
piece
from
of
New York.
Yeah.
I think it's about Kurt Russell.
Okay. Yeah.
He doesn't have an eye. He's
Macaulay
got one
Culkin as Kurt Russell, missing.
eye. No,
one.
Kurt
That's the
Russell.
film I want to see.
It's good. I read, that's a good Carpenter film.
He's had a resurgence, Macaulay Culkin, of late.
Yeah.
He's off the heroin.
Good for him.
I seen him live in Paris once.
Isn't he in a band?
He sang, the Pizza Underground. They're like a parody band of the Velvet Underground.
Oh.
Got booed off stage a couple of years ago
Wow.
during a kazoo solo.
Shouldn't it be
During the
Satin
kazoo solo.
Underground?
The what underground?
Like the Satin Underground.
You need
or
to speak
something.
up, Jake. Look at you.
Satin Underground.
Yeah, we do. You are.
Don't
you're
touch
remembering.
it.
I'm not touching it.
Satin.
Satin
Right,
Underground.
let's.
All right.
What else? What else?
What else about this podcast? How about you guys ever seen Batman Returns?
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Batman Returns is a
Underrated.
December release Christmas film.
Which one was
Possibly.
that again? What happens in there?
This guy, man.
No, well,
who,
I've
who
seen
invited this
all
guy?
those old
What do you
ones.
think happens in Batman
So
Returns?
I can't remember whether it's the one with Poison Ivy in it. Is it the one with
Tell us
Mr.
about this
Freeze in
film.
it?
Tell us about this film.
Is it the
Batman
one with
Returns.
the
What
penguin
happens?
in it?
It's the one with the penguin in it.
The penguin,
Yes.
Danny DeVito,
Yes.
the penguin.
Yes.
Right,
Great
okay.
casting.
Great casting.
But isn't Poison Ivy in that one as well?
No, it's Catwoman.
Oh, Catwoman.
Poison Ivy is in Batman and Robin.
Right.
It's got that bit where she comes in and she goes, "Honey, I'm home," and then she goes, "Oh, I forgot, I'm single."
Yeah. And then she comes back, she gets chucked out a window.
You like that? It's a good line, isn't it?
That's great,
Quite
yeah.
funny.
And then she comes back later and she's like been chucked out a window and she's like,
She's like a zombie,
She's
yeah.
fucked. Yeah.
She's like a zombie.
It's really good.
Catwoman is like a zombie in that film.
And there's that whole Burger King thing because they were selling the toys with their wee, not a Happy Meal, whatever the equivalent is. And then they didn't see the film before, obviously, and then they did, and they were like, "Oh my god, this is pretty horrific."
Not for kids.
Yeah, it's not. It's great. It's underrated, I would say, for a Batman film.
There we go.
Does he has the nipples, doesn't he? Is
No, that's
Batman and Robin.
that Batman and Robin?
Yeah, Batman and Robin.
No nipples in Returns.
But they're
There are
ba-
nipples in the film. They just don't
Just
feature
not
on the
Batman's
armor.
chest.
They're based on Greek statues. Do you know what I mean? I don't know why. Excuse me. Why they got they got so much shit for that? Because they're just nipples.
Yeah, but like, what functional purpose do they suit in a suit?
Maybe he has really protrusive nipples in it.
George
he,
Clooney.
He needed the space.
he needs the room.
Yeah.
I think just get like a bit of padding, like wear a bra or something. That would be
I'm
my
sure there's padding in the
Batman
bat
solution.
suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
It would
But-
be sweaty otherwise.
For Robert Pattinson's, apparently it's going to be Josh Gad as the Penguin.
There you go, everyone.
There's a bit of
There's a tasty
Ooh.
nugget.
yeah.
Do you think Robert Pattinson will be a good
Yeah, I think
Batman?
he'd be great.
Yeah.
He's a great actor.
He's
He'll
got
be
the
a good
chops.
Bruce. He'll be a good Bruce. He won't be a good Batman.
I
It's
don't-
better than Nicholas Hoult. You imagine that? This wee weedy
He
Englishman.
hates Nicholas Hoult.
I don't. I like him in The Favourite and I like him in About a Boy and stuff like that. But he was terrible in X-Men. I couldn't believe how bad he was. There's
I
this
like
emotional
Hank.
scene where he's meant to be like, "This is your fault, Charles." For will I spoil it? Mystique dying. Doesn't matter. It's a bad film.
Done. You spoiled it, guys. Spoilers for X-Men.
It's so bad. Like he's terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine.
Sorry,
Nicholas Hoult, I think
I know
you're
you're
a nice
listening.
guy. He is listening. Me and Nick, we hang out. We don't. That's not true. That's a lie. We could do one of yours now. Got any more films? What about the awards? I can
Awards.
see the Oscars
So
there.
Best Picture and Best Director. How the Oscars obviously work are mostly from like
year
year
previous. Yeah.
previous. So like when I looked up Oscars 1991, it was all 1990, and Goodfellas was on it, and I was like, oh my god!
I'm
'cause
gonna
that's one of my
give you a
favourite
pass,
films.
Liam. I'm gonna give you a pass. You can use films from 1990 in the Oscars.
No, I didn't because I've not made any notes from it.
Oh. We talk about Goodfellas, so that's a good film.
It's a great film. It's one of my faves. But
What's Goodfellas about?
I know Goodfellas. That's
You seen that?
Tell us about Goodfellas.
It's really otter, isn't it?
what?
Really otter.
Yeah.
Yeah, really otter. He always wanted to be a gangster.
Uh-huh.
That's how it starts.
Yeah. And he becomes a gangster, and it's all things are shit sometimes.
Things
Only
are shit
because he
sometimes.
started
Joe
taking
Pesci's
drugs.
in there.
Drugs are
De
bad.
Niro's in there.
Don't do drugs.
Mhm.
That's the message of the podcast.
That's what I've been saying.
Police come at the end.
Police guys, yeah, you're telling
The
the story here.
helicopters.
We're trying to have a mess about drugs and you're telling the story of
The
Goodfellas.
helicopters.
Yeah. There are
Yeah,
many
helicopters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good, man.
It's a good film. And the moral is, don't do drugs or be a gangster.
If he didn't
Yeah.
take drugs, I'm sure he still would have went gone shit for him. But it went bad pretty quick when he started doing coke.
Yeah. It doesn't. It makes you very one track minded. I'm told.
Tunnel vision.
I'm told. So what is the best picture of 1991?
Best picture and best director were Dances with Wolves, which I haven't seen.
Oh,
But Kevin Costner. Tell us about. There you go. This is why he's
I love
here.
it. I love it. I don't know if it actually is good, but I love it. It's long.
Is it like Native Americans?
Native
Yeah.
Americans. Look at you.
Yeah.
This guy,
I'm progressive.
he goes out to the frontier where there's no one, and he says in his very Kevin Costner drawl, "I'm gonna do things," and he makes
you seen this
contact.
film?
Yeah, he makes contact with the Native Americans and
Yeah.
befriends them, and they get trust, and it's all good. But then the other, what's the word? The colonials.
Mhm.
They come along and they just mess everything up, and
Oh my God.
And then he ends up helping
Yeah.
the Native Americans.
It's about like how the white man is really
Does he
actually quite
become
good.
Dances with Wolves?
That's his
dances
name.
with wolves,
That's his
yeah,
new name. His new appellation.
Because there's this wolf that always hangs around him as well now and then.
I like wolves.
Big fan of a wolf.
Mhm.
This could tie into 1992. We could jump a year. Last of the Mohicans.
I haven't
Daniel
seen that one
Day-Lewis.
actually.
Similar themes, similar ideas about Hollywood taking that story, like that period where America was actually really shit and we were picking on the natives. Not we, us on this chair, but we as Europeans were being awful, and then America goes, oh no, actually there were these really nice guys called Daniel Day-Lewis and Kevin Costner, and they were like they helped them out. They were better.
Right.
They were even as good as the
documentary.
natives. Yeah, that was the story that America in the early 90s was quite keen to tell.
Yeah.
We got 4092.
Why is that?
I think because Hollywood likes wanking itself off and sort of
Yeah.
just self-promotion, the idea that we can tell good stories about good people and like rewrite history. That's my thought.
You're looking as if like,
I'm
good
like,
on him.
yeah, I'm like,
This is not a video.
I don't know. Hollywoods, they know what they're doing, don't they? Bloody Hollywoods.
Bloody Hollywood. Right,
Look at
now
those spikes.
we're going to 1995.
I don't know the awards for 1995.
That's fine. You're
That's
not
what-
good.
when I
Well,
was
talk more about the year.
When I was looking through the list on Wikipedia, it was spooky how well you described what I did. Where you looked online, you saw the film, and you're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
that's what happened."
That's how I imagined it to go.
Yeah,
But there weren't many that I thought, "Oh, that's terrible." But there were lots I hadn't seen, so I just looked for a title that I thought looked bad, and then I watched it, but I didn't watch it all.
Love it. This is Jake. You're a good boy.
Johnny Mnemonic,
Johnny Mnemonic.
starring Keanu Reeves.
Never heard of that.
Never heard of it. Tell me about
It came, I wrote down it comes up with a little blurby thing at the beginning
Yeah, yeah.
describing the
He's got this lovely little notebook,
Oh.
guys.
The
And
little
he's flicking
doodles.
through it. He's flicking through
I
it.
think I wrote it in a different notebook.
Oh, no. Do it from memory, Jake.
Alright, well it was like of course I did. Alright, well it's like it's in the future, cyberpunky, whatever,
What?
I know. And there are the corporations, they run everything. And
1995.
information is the commodity.
Sure.
And Keanu Reeves is a courier. What was it called? Like a data courier maybe. And he people upload information into his head. He's got a little socket, very Matrix.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And he goes and he takes the information to whoever it needs to get to, and they get it out, and that's his life. But I didn't watch it all because it was not good,
Was it
and I
quite
thought
long?
I could get some painting done in this time.
Yeah, you're wasting your time.
Johnny Mnemonic. I'm checking this film
It's
out.
on YouTube, the full thing.
I'm gonna watch
That's
it.
never a
But
good sign.
it's in the realm of so bad that it's funny. It's
Yeah,
good. It's
okay.
enjoyable.
I like those how this is how the future's going to be, like data couriers. We're not going to send things like digitally. We're going to have people
Yeah, that's...
who are going to do it. They're going to walk the distance
But the
and plug
internet
themselves in
would have been
elsewhere.
a thing. Emails would have been a thing
Yeah.
at that time.
Yeah.
But I
in
guess
real
that
life.
could have been like broken into, hacked. I don't know.
He's unhackable. Johnny
You can't
Mnemonic.
hack
Is he a
human.
robot?
No, he's a human, but
That's
he's had
ridiculous.
cybernetic
It
alterations.
sounds good.
But the acting is very wooden throughout the whole thing.
Reeves.
It's quite funny.
Okay. I'm not going to watch this film.
I am.
You should get it on.
Episode 20, I'm going to talk about it.
Johnny Mnemonic.
Johnny Mnemonic.
He's got a great poster.
Yeah,
It looks-
sounds
yeah,
rad.
cool.
I'm looking like it will be in the video, the YouTube video. There'll be a poster now at this point. Will there?
No,
This is too
I think
everywhere.
this will just
Just
be.
flash it up.
This will just be like Jake stuff.
No,
Google it,
flash
guys.
up. Flash it.
Don't
I'll do it for this.
God.
Flash it
I'm
up.
going to edit this today.
Let's
so-
not give him lots of homework, chaps.
This has been all over the place, so
It's my podcast.
This has been great.
It's not your podcast.
I'm having a great time.
I own it.
The best film of 1992, for anyone playing along at home, is Unforgiven, for which Clint Eastwood won Best Director.
Sure.
Unforgiven, great film, a western, so I'm sure I'm going to be met with some resistance at the table. He hates westerns over there.
I hate
Do you?
Western.
You
I just
hate
think
Westerns.
they're all samey, especially like the proper westerns. They're fucking like
Like-
3 hours long, and there's like
The John Wayne one.
yeah, they're all the same, and there's just a lot of
hate you
scenes
so
of
much
people
right
looking
now.
at each other.
I hate you
I'm
so
like,
much.
someone do something, someone rap.
Someone rap.
I hate you so much, man.
You know what? I hate you too.
That's like
Right.
Unforgiven is like one of the best things. And here's a story about Unforgiven. So Clint Eastwood has got this like production company whose name
Racist pictures.
I forget, yeah, something like that probably. And they just people send him like scripts and stories and books and like, hey, this would be good if you're in this film. So he gets this film or this treatment for a film, Unforgiven, and he goes, I'm going to sit on this for 25 years. I'm not old enough to do this film. And they whoever had it was like, yeah, cool, fine. I want Clint Eastwood to play money. And he was sitting on that film from like, 20 years, so 72, something like that.
Wow.
And then they make it in 1992, and wasn't it worth the wait? Oscar award winning. It's a bloody good film.
What was
though.
that?
It is
What
good.
one is this?
Unforgiven. What do you want to hear about the premise?
Is
of
this the one with Morgan
it?
Freeman?
Morgan Freeman?
Yeah, okay.
Morgan
I've seen
Freeman.
that.
Yeah, it's good.
And he's like blind.
The kid is like short-sighted. Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah, the kid. It's a
Should
really
I
good
watch it? Should I
revisionist
rewatch
western.
it?
I think so. I think you'd like it. It's not on the 3. It's not 3 hours long. I'll tell you that. Jake is nodding away like
I'm
he's.
nodding.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I like
Okay,
it. Yeah.
Okay, there we go. See,
It's
look at
a
me.
long time
Jake's
since
seen
I watched it.
Jake's seen it.
I've seen
A film
things.
Jake's
I've
seen.
seen it. It's incredible.
So yeah, that's
give that a
that's
watch.
that. Yeah, give that a watch.
Anything else from 92?
So many things from 92. There was a kid
I
screaming.
thought that was a cat meowing.
No, there's no cats around here.
I wish there
How
was.
about
Do you think
best
we have
visual
cats?
effects? I don't have any cats. Cats are a bit off-putting. I've said this. Best visual effect film: Death Becomes Her. Have either of you
Good
seen
film.
Death?
Bruce Willis?
Fucking
It's
love it.
probably the bit on the stairs, I would imagine.
Yeah, the
His face all
heads.
fucked up.
Where we park the car.
Yeah.
Something like that. Is that the line? Something like
I've
that.
not seen it in
It's
probably
so-
about 10 years.
Death Becomes Her. I think you'd be really into.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Should we talk? We could talk about this film. It's quite
Go
good.
for it.
It's basically about this sort of rivalry between these two women. Meryl Streep and the other woman's bad. I don't know. They don't like each other. They don't get on. And the film starts with she's on this stage doing this production of something musical, and the woman steals her husband. She steals her husband, and then it cuts years later. A woman who's been cuckolded goes into a psychiatric hospital. Comes back, writes a book, super best-selling. The cuckolded marriage is not doing well. Finds out that Helen, I think her name is taken this potion to make her eternally youthful. And the film is just really weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's really, really weird. And they're just like these two catty women, but ultimately they learn to love each other and they care for each other much more than Bruce Willis's character.
Gee, that is
It's-
the only thing I remember about that is the stairs.
The stairs. That's at the very end.
That's literally it. Is it?
Oh no! When
That's
her
the start,
when her
is it
head's
not?
turned all the way back round.
I thought it was the start.
When they fall over, they fall downstairs in 2 instances in that film, I think.
You know
one,
better than me.
One after the funeral. There's a funeral.
Okay.
I won't tell you anymore. Anyway, it's just it's a funny, weird film, and it kind of has I think it's really big in queer community. It's quite a popular queer cult classic. People.
Queer?
Yeah, people.
Is that okay to say?
Yeah.
I'm just said it.
On the
I'm pretty
podcast?
sure.
Is it right in everyone?
I think
Yeah.
that is
I think it's fine to say that. I've just said it.
We are not the authority. on
Exactly.
this. I am not
Exactly.
the authority.
because there's
on
like the
this.
Squiff, which is the Scotland Queer International Film Festival.
And
Oh, right,
Death
okay.
Becomes Her,
I
I think
think-
will be played on that. Definitely, it's a good film that
It's
you
a
should watch.
seagull sitting on an aerial up there.
That's not new information.
That's they're not going to
I
get a good
have
signal.
never seen that in my life.
Stop podcast.
I can't even see it now. Where is it?
Right there.
Whoa. We're
Where?
moving around. Where are we at? What's the time? Oh, that's
2 hours.
It's not bad.
8 hours.
We've been recording
How
it.
have we done
The
this?
sun's come down.
Can I talk about debuts and
Go on.
Yeah.
because
I haven't mentioned Reservoir Dogs yet.
oh shit.
Or Alien 3.
Can I talk about mine?
Please. We're going back to 1991.
Debuts
1991.
are good in
Debuts.
91. You had Leonardo DiCaprio in Critters 3. You seen Critters 1?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good. I've not seen Critters 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Didn't know there was one.
Sure, it's scary.
You got Jake Gyllenhaal in City Slickers.
Is it Gillen?
I think it's like you say it like a Swedish person.
I'm not gonna try.
Yeah,
Yeah, but-
your accent is so nice. Say it. try
Me?
it. Yeah, I'm enjoying
Like
it.
a Swedish person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how. I only know. I only know, like, in Always Sunny in Philadelphia, when one of them tries to sound Swedish. That's
Right.
my basis of a Swedish accent.
for it.
No, I'm not. I can't.
Okay.
I can't do it.
It's fine. We're not going to pressure you.
I can't do
we
it.
Could, we could cut that bit where we seem really pressuring you into doing something if you'd
I
like.
don't like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, so I don't get the reference.
Yeah,
either.
I've only started it many times, never finished it.
I think you're meant to start from season 2.
Bloody, why?
It's
season
better.
one's-
It steps up. in
But I
quality.
won't have a clue what's going on.
No,
I'll
you
have
don't.
missed the whole
Danny
season.
DeVito comes in season 2.
There you
No,
go.
he doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
You've not seen it, Liam. You've
No, I
said-
watched all of season 1. I'm sure he was on it.
He's
I
not in
watched
season 1.
Right in, guys. Want to
And
listen.
Heath Ledger and Clowning Around.
I've never
Not seen any of those
yeah.
films,
But that's their start.
It's good. It's
The early
good.
90s.
It's good news. He's dead now, Jake. I'm sorry.
But he's still good stuff when I watch the films he's in.
Have you seen Clowning Around?
No.
Disappointing. That's my notes.
He's finished. He's like, this podcast is rubbish.
It's
1991 was a shit year.
It was.
You came
I
into the
was
world.
born.
You came into the world,
I was
man.
born.
That's nice. February.
I know what the
Nice.
number 1 song was the week I was born.
Do it.
Do the Bartman by Bart Simpson.
Bart Simpson's not a real
Quite
person.
disappointing.
Yeah.
Well, what's her name?
Oh.
She's a Scientologist. She's fucking nuts.
Okay,
So
well, we don't have any strong feelings on Scientology one way or the other because
I'll
we
put-
avoid these things.
I'll
don't
put
we?
her picture in.
Do it. You say
She's a woman. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Is it?
Doing a boy's voice.
No, it's not interesting. Or
Guys,
news.
Come on, I'm just trying to fill the time.
What are we aiming for time wise?
3 hours. 3 hours.
3 hours from now.
Okay.
Let's go.
There was a couple of other good ones.
Do it.
Hang on. 7.
Oh, one of my faves.
Yeah, that was 95.
One of my. I can't go back and watch it because Kevin Spacey.
Right.
But
No,
I
Well,
think
he is pretty villainous in it, and that works.
I don't think so. But I think the first 3 quarters are the best, and when he comes into it, it's when the film gets not worse. It's still really, really good, but because it's like he says, Morgan Freeman says in the film, unless John Doe is the devil himself, it's going to be
Right.
disappointing.
Unless he's
Wait.
Kaiser Soze.
Yeah.
Also came out 95.
Holy shit! Look at this segue.
That was a
Usual
good segue.
Suspects.
Good film.
It's okay. Again, done by a horrible man, with a horrible man in it.
Yeah.
The singer,
Yeah.
the stinger, as he's called.
Eh?
It's
Yeah.
Brian Singer. He's a paedophile.
Oh.
He directed the
He also
film.
attacks young boys.
Right.
But we're moving on, swiftly on.
12 Monkeys.
Not
we were
seen
watching that at like 4 a.m. once. Really
Why are we up
good.
at 4 a.m?
I just
Jake?
couldn't sleep.
Couldn't sleep. And did this film put you to sleep? Jumanji's on this
Oh,
list.
Jumanji.
Jumanji fucking sucks.
Judge Dredd.
You-
Oh, that's
you're
that's
right.
the
But
that's
Sylvester
the that's the
Stallone.
bad one. Yeah, the new one's good. man.
Dredd.
Dredd's
Yeah,
very,
yeah,
very good.
Dredd.
Ace
good.
is such a good film.
There's
Aces.
Lahane.
It's Aces.
I've not seen it though.
Oh, that's La N. You have to say it in the French way.
Did
yeah.
Casino come out?
Casino.
Oh, what a film!
We also
What a
had
bloody
Braveheart, but we
film.
can't
And
talk about
Braveheart.
Braveheart.
Yeah, you're going to get beat up if you
And
keep talking
Batman
about
Forever.
What's happening in Batman Forever?
Which
But you
one
wrote
that
it
is?
down. That's nice.
I wrote it down, yeah.
That's the Riddler and Two-Face.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tommy Lee
I have
Johnson.
watched that one many times. Jim Carrey is the Riddler.
Yeah.
And there's that weird machine that like tells you your memories.
I like the bit when Jim Carrey's sitting and he's like getting all the brainwaves sucked him and he's like,
He's such a goblin, isn't he?
yeah.
He's quite a goblin.
Yes, yeah, he is.
We promised goblins.
Yeah.
Now we're
Are we
back.
done? Is this? Are we aging out?
I feel like that's probably, you know,
5 hours.
It's a
Oh my
podcast.
god. 2 days?
There's something approaching a podcast here. I feel like you're going to have to work at it, but
Is this the intro?
This is unedited.
uneditable.
This is unedited.
This is unedited.
This is going out unedited.
Raw and uncut. Cool, man. I'm pleased. I think
Let's
it's
talk
went well.
about Jake. So you do your little shorts.
Yeah.
My personal favourite is I like Hangman, which is your
You
newest.
like Hangman? Yeah, I
newest
think
one.
that was accidentally about more things than I thought. I quite like it.
It's very good. I was explaining it to someone in work yesterday because we were talking about it and they were saying, "What does Jake do? Little short films?" And I was like trying to explain it. I think you need to watch your stuff.
Right.
So I'm not going to like try and go into it too much, but
Yeah.
I think my favourites would be that, and is it phone banking?
Telephone banking.
Telephone banking. They're just really, in my opinion, obviously you're here, you're the creator of it, you can talk more about it, but they're just little funny ideas that someone would say and like played out, which are like enjoyable to watch for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'd say that for the short ones, that is completely true.
But how do you get your ideas? How do you
I don't know. They just pop along.
just come to
They
you?
just pop along.
Do you record on your own, or do you have a?
Just on my own with the tripod.
Ah,
So do you wait for your flatmate to go out? Or?
Yeah, well, the reason I've managed to get 2 done recently is because he was away, and I just. It's not like
You two could get your own flat.
are you moving away?
no. Why are you?
I might be moving out of this place, or I might want someone to move in. But why is that on the podcast?
Yeah, what do you want?
What are you doing? Why are you matchmaking on the podcast?
I don't know. I'd just be good for the podcast
It'd be helpful.
I guess.
Regular.
to keep this flat.
To keep. Oh, I want this flat so much.
I know it's
Lads, we'll talk about it after. Off air. This is really personal information.
I know, but it's good flat. It's good podcasting flat.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I also live here.
It's a nice flat. Anyway, so what's your where do you see it going in the future?
I don't know. I'd like to make longer stuff. I've got an idea for like a short film, some kind. Two.
Do you want to expose it to the world?
I don't know if
Is
I
it
do.
ready?
It's not ready.
It's
well,
not ready.
one's about Hercules.
Okay, yeah.
And you laughed.
Well, no,
Well, most people laugh.
I said, "What are you doing tomorrow?" or
Yeah.
something, and you were like, "I'm playing Hercules."
Oh, I wasn't doing that tomorrow.
No, but it was when
But,
I asked you, and then I laughed.
Yeah.
It wasn't like you were like,
Yeah.
"Liam, I've got this," idea." and I laughed at your dream.
No. It's that I'll be Hercules.
Yeah.
And that is funny.
You don't strike the,
Yeah, exactly.
the physique.
Exactly.
Jake's a beefcake. I've seen this guy in a vest,
Why?
Because I just usually have one under my work clothes. And I get
and I've
changed.
seen under his work clothes.
It's seen under the hood.
It's raunchy.
That's cool, man. I think you'd be a great Hercules.
Well,
Unpacking the idea of Hercules.
It'll be like, the Disney Hercules.
Yeah.
I
I
know
love
of it.
that one.
Yeah, it's your
At the
favourite.
beginning, when he's just like a skinny dude,
Mhm.
but he's really strong, that'll be me.
That's you right now.
Yeah,
Great.
that's me.
Stay tuned for that.
And paintings. You
Paintings
paint
I paint,
as well.
but you don't need to look at those.
They'll be throughout the podcast because there's been too much to really. Usually I try and edit it so it's like what we're talking about,
Film, yeah.
but this one will be impossible.
Yeah, like I really appreciate the work that you do, man. Can I say that on
The
air?
seagull is still in the aerial.
Which
I can't. The seagull. No one can see that, man.
Oh.
I might take a
right.
photo. and
Take a
put-
photo and put it in the podcast.
No, put it on the gram.
Put it on the
You
gram
can
and on the
spot
podcast.
that.
I've got good
Great.
eyesight, guys.
We're just going to sit and look at it for a bit while you
it's not
slowly
easy to see.
fade out. Should we slowly fade out with that
I
noise?
think people will.
It's not easy to spot.
People, it's right in front of me. People will listen to this because Jake's here. So if you've listened to the end,
Yeah, congratulations, guys. I hope we didn't hurt your head too much.
what are we doing next week? We're going to do your.
You want to do something special for 20?
No, I think that's fine.
We're going to have a guest on, and I think we'll talk about something interesting. Zombies,
Flicks.
perhaps
Yeah.
zombie flicks.
I'll need to revise because I'm
I
not.
get Train to Busan. Watch that.
Great.
I've not seen
Train
it.
to Busan.
Train to
Good,
Busan.
it's
We'll
good.
put it on.
Is it good?
Korean zombie film.
Okay.
We'll
cool.
chuck it in the mix.
If you have listened to the end of this episode, good on you because it's
Yeah.
been nuts.
It's been good, man. It's been frantic. It's been everywhere.
Sometimes you need that, don't you?
Frantic. Is
Frantic.
that like frenetic and frantic?
Yeah, I've
Is-
said a word wrong.
Frantic by
I think
Metallica.
I
frantic
don't know.
is
It's frantic.
frenetic.
'Cause I don't know.
I think I mean frenetic when you
Right.
say that. That's the word I'm after. It's not been frantic,
It's just-
certainly.
Two nice
I felt
Englishmen
frantic.
being nice to
Yeah,
each other now.
I hope we haven't been we haven't overpowered you because you're quite quiet.
Me.
Hey. No, he's not.
there was a whole mumbling fiasco
There
before we
was
started.
a real.
There was an episode of mumbling, and it was just me and you.
But anyway, we should round out. Done.
Yeah,
Finished.
right. So thank you very much. I'm taking over, Calum, because
Oh, do I have to do that?
no. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you very much for listening.
All our episodes are available on YouTube and Spotify.
They are. There's a Twitter, 6 out. There's an Instagram.
There's the gram.
There's
I'm
a
all over the gram.
resurrected
I'm
gram.
kind of addicted to it.
Fantastic news.
I got it at like midnight last night. And I'm
Wonderful. Glorious.
a bit addicted.
I'm thrilled.
Yeah. So follow us.
Follow Jake.
Follow me.
Plug yourself again.
Put
your
it
last
down
one.
below.
What's your And I've
got
already
a channel
followed you, so
and Instagram. They're both Sofa Mug.
just search it, Google it.
Just search my name. Maybe it'll come up. Jake
Okay.
Russell.
Jake Gyllenhaal. He's been the guest in the podcast. Loved you in Prisoners.
Yeah, you're good.
Thank you.
Thank you and good night.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Stop the podcast.